All right, it's time for another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with AVAIL, and we will avail ourselves of some information from that. I'm going to repeat the A somewhere. I'm going to assume it's true. We could do something, LA. We could do something like laugh. Sure. Okay, well, that wasn't super helpful because we didn't get any contradictions, but... let's go, let's assume the G, can we do, the problem is if we want to assume the A's we've got so far are true, then it has to be GA, and then we would need to have a VA or a VI or L. And then an L or a U or an H. We could do something like this. And the A could be the lie and laugh, and then we'd still have to have a VI or L. We could do large. No, we can't because we can't do the L. Oh, if we can't do an L. Right, if we're gonna do the A second, we can't do an L. We have to do a V or an I instead. And we can't do vague, although you almost can. So if we did a V, and we can't do something like barge because you need a V or an I. So maybe we need to do an A at the beginning. And then we could do, we don't have to do the G. I'm just trying to repeat some letters in order to get contradictions. If we do the A at the beginning, that's the lie in AVAIL. But then we need a U or an H. Or we put a G in a different spot. We could do angst. The G would be the lie and laugh. Okay, so one of the G's is the lie, so there's definitely an A. If the A is first, then it'll have been the lie twice, which is possible. I don't think we're gonna have GT. Well, we could. We could. I don't think that's very good though. GHT would be better. I don't think it's gonna be GT, so I don't think those are both true. So if the green G is true, then this is the lie and the T has to be true. But I don't think that's gonna work, so I think the green G has to be the lie. Okay. Now there could still be a G, but I'm thinking there's no G. Let's do something, maybe we could do something AT. We would need to have an N or an S, and we would need to have a V or an I. We know there's no L. Because the problem is, we know the A isn't second, right? If we put an A third, whether it's T or not, if we put an A third, that means this is the lie, which means the yellow A is true. So you'd have to have two A's. But the other one would have to be fourth or fifth. That's not great, so I don't like that. So the A can't be second. I don't think it can be third. If it's first, then that's the lie on both of those, which is possible. Something like, about, but we can't do the U. We'd have to end in T. Or alert, but there's no L. A foot would work. That's pretty interesting. I don't know, let's try it. Okay, so one of the T's is the lie, so the yellow A is definitely true. Okay, perfect. So, what else do we know? So we know the A is third, fourth, or fifth. It could be fifth. Could be at the end. I don't think it's third. I think it's fourth or fifth. If we wanted to do the T, it would have to be this, and there would have to be an F. There would have to be a V or an I. And there would have to be an NG or S. So I don't think the T at the end is gonna work. I think that's gonna be the lie. Okay, so the A could be fourth or fifth. We still need to have a V or an I, or possibly a second A. I'm kind of thinking the F is probably the lie. In a foot, there's no F. We need an I or a V. We could do E as well, but we have to have a V or an I. I'm thinking A at the end. Media would work. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was thinking A at the end. Man. We can't do like mafia. That's gonna cause all kinds of problems. Because you can't do an F, plus we can't do an A second. And if there's two A's, then this is the lie, and then you can't have an I. Well, either there's an M at the beginning, or there's a D somewhere. One of those two has to be true. And again, either we have an I or a V or a second A. If there is an I, then the M and the D have to be true. So it would have to be DA. And then you'd need to have an I. No, that's not going to work. So I don't think you can have an I. I don't think you can have an I. So now I'm thinking there's a V. But again, you need either the M at the beginning or a D somewhere, or both. One of those has to be true. They can't both be lies. And you can't do like vodka, because then the D would also be a lie because it'd be in the right spot. And so now I'm kind of thinking maybe there's a second A, which would then have to be third. But so probably not an M at the beginning then. So A, something A, DA, or drama. Drama would work. Because the M would be the lie. Yeah, drama. Oh, yes. That was drama, wasn't it? Solving that was drama. It says you won, it was drama. It was. I got there in 5. There was a little bit of angst and some games were afoot. We did some laughing. We availed ourselves of the clues and managed to find the drama in the end. So let me know how your solve went today. And be sure to subscribe for more.